Today's show is pre-recorded.
Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like a dapper dog, giving them all dressed like $1 million bucks, things in its cups. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Oh yeah, they're listening to me. Put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Why don't you join? Yeah. Whoa, Steve Harvey. Get on, y'all. Better give me some head. Why listen to Steve Harvey? Yeah, join in with me. Come with me, help me say. I'm so afraid to go home. You gotta turn it on. Yeah, turn it on. Steve Harvey in the moment, y'all. You gotta turn your radio on. Turn them out. Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Steve Harvey turn them on to the morning, y'all. Come on, Steve. Come on. Do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. You're listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only Steve Harvey got a radio show. I have something, and it so describes how I was living. It so captures the feelings that I had about beginning on the pathway of my dreams. It so describes how I felt when I was about to attempt something. And I have some striking news for you. It describes often how I feel still today to a degree. So let me tell you what that is. Here's an analogy that I've heard a couple of different ways, but I've kind of, fixed it around to where I can drink it better. And I think it fits my personality to describe it to people best this way. I've talked often about the urgency of doing something with your life, of getting started today, of stopping the procrastination and putting it off and waiting on all your ducks to line up in a row and waiting until the stars align themselves. If you're waiting on such a thing, you're never going to get started. I don't know too many people who can say that all the ducks just lined up in a row. Things happen. Even when you get them lined up, one of the ducks get out of line or somebody knock over the dominoes, something happens. But here's the point I'm getting at. God has so many blessings available to you who's listening. God has so many blessings available to you from where you are right now. I don't care what you've gotten yourself into or what you've done. God has so many blessings that he can send your way, but you have to do something. See, a lot of people just sit around and go, man, I don't, something always happening to you. You always getting a break. You always doing this. You always doing, man, don't nothing come my way. Listen to me. If nothing ever comes your way, you know why that is? It's because you're not doing anything. I promise you, you're not. Here's the deal. God has all these blessings he wants to send you, but you got to give him something to work with now. Come on. God will bless you. God can touch people's hearts on your behalf. He can move situations around for you. He can align the stars. He can set the ducks up in a row. But align the stars and move people around and touch people's hearts and set the ducks up in a row for what? Have you put forth any effort? Have you made a single step in any direction to do the right thing or go the right way, that gives him something to put his finger on. Come on, man. God can only bless you according to your faith. If you have a little bit of faith, give him that. Let him work with that. You know, man, I didn't always start with these speeches you hear in the morning now. I ain't always had these. I grew to these. I stumbled my way to these. I messed up my way to these here. I got it wrong so many times to be able to sound like I got some sense. I said it often, failure is a wonderful teacher. Do you know how many times I have had to have failed to have what I have in my head today? I'm telling you, man, it's a process. People get mad at the process. You got to do something to give God something to work with. He'll bless you, but what you want me to bless if you ain't putting forth any effort? You can get blessed from wherever you are in your life, wherever your starting point is, wherever you find yourself wound up. You can get it back from there. I've done it. Man, by the grace of God, I done it. I got over, man. I learned some things along the way. Because here's the deal. As long as God keeps waking you up in the morning, he ain't through with you yet. When he's done, you're done. But if God still has a plan for you, you wake up in the morning. He still got some more work for you to do, you wake up in the morning. So if you keep waking up, man, it's something that God wants from you, would love to have from you. And he can work with you, man, if you just walk towards him a little bit. Here's the deal. I know it's hard for the average person to start because the fear of the unknown is incredible. Well, what if I fail? What if I don't get picked? You know, one of the hardest things I ever did was walking in to quit my job. Oh, man, let me tell you about that day when I decided that I was going to be a full-time comedian after winning an amateur night one time. Quitting your job, following your dream, going for it, despite all the naysayers, it's like stepping off a cliff. It's like actually just walking off the edge of a cliff, hoping now, not really knowing, but hoping. Hoping is the bare basis of faith. I stepped off that cliff hoping that my parachute would open and allow me to drift down. See, I've never skydived before, but I would imagine part of the thrill, and I don't know this because I'm not going to skydive to find out. I think part of the thrill for people is the danger part of throwing yourself out of a plane and how it feels to be free falling. But the whole time they're free falling, having this exhilarating over the top moment, you have got to believe in your heart of hearts. You have got to hope with everything in you that when you pull this cord, the chute opens, or else this ain't a good move at all. But you've packed your chute yourself. You've taken the lessons, so you go ahead and you make the leap. Now, the only thing about quitting your job and following your dream is you ain't really been trained all that good for this. You done packed your chute, but you ain't never opened it before. So I walked off this cliff. That's what it was like. And you following your dream is like you walking off a cliff. Here's the part where people don't never make the jump. They see somebody like myself who jumped off the cliff and the parachute don't open right away. And I hit a couple rocks on the way down. I got my back cut up pretty bad. They see that. 3 years living in a car, man, he got his life toe down jumping off that cliff. I ain't jumping off that cliff. But see, what you don't understand is you don't know it, but eventually the chute will open. And I'm at the parachute opening part of my life, man, where the chute didn't open and I'm drifting. And I'm able to guide my chute over to Paris and glide. I've glided over to Africa and seen what it looked like. It's a slow ride down when the parachute finally opened. And my back didn't heal too. And the cuts that I had on me, I remember now I know how to stay away from the edge. But the parachute done opened. And I'm enjoying my life for the first time. I'm gliding, but I got hit up against a rock. I can see more. I get a chance to see more things. I get to glide and see more parts of the world. I'm living my dream. Your parachute is going to open, but I'll tell you one thing for sure. It'll never open if you don't step off that cliff. You got to step off that cliff. God will get the parachute open for you, but you got to jump, baby. That's the hard part, ain't it? Now, the question is, the end of this story right here today, when you jumping?
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is upon us another blessing, another great day, another jewel in the crown, another glorious moment that I, along with you and us together, we say thank you, Heavenly Father. We sure appreciate it, man. It's been a wonderful ride. Whole time. You've been with us the whole time. I've turned away from you several times, but you've been with me the whole time. And I sure appreciate it, man. Boy, God is good. Man, what would I do if it wasn't for God? I have no idea. We want to say that this morning. We want to say welcome to the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Shirley Strawberry, Carla Farrell, Mississippi Monica Jr., and the legend that is Nephew Tommy. Our special heartfelt congratulations goes out to our longtime engineer, Dave. Dave, the engineer, former roadie, tech extraordinaire. He out of Kansas City, Missouri, and the Chiefs. Again, the dynasty is here. Congratulations, Dave.
Patrick Mahomes.
Go ahead.
Congratulations.
They did it.
They did it.
I want to thank my betting house for sending my money.
Are you
my
doing
account.
betting? Shut up.
Yeah,
Right on.
because a lot of times you don't get your money from some of these little places.
Even legal?
Yeah. It's legal.
Yes,
betting,
legal, sure.
It's online.
Vegas. Yeah.
Yeah. So I want to thank y'all for giving me my cash now.
Hey, Usher did the doggone thing last night.
And Usher.
Care about.
Usher.
The longest
Usher.
halftime Super Bowl show ever. They gave him an extra 2 minutes. Originally, halftime show was 13 minutes. They gave Usher 15 whole minutes. He did the doggone thing.
Yeah,
so
man.
Congratulations to Usher.
Greatness.
Just
Fire.
we'll be talking about that this morning, I'm sure. But I want to give some more love to Kansas City. And thank you very much, Casey.
Back on that game.
The booking house paid your money.
Oh, Usher was everything I thought he was. Now,
Yes.
that boy right there
Yes.
is not a game.
Yes.
Nope.
It's not a game. Proven.
Yes.
Proven. But them Kansas City Chiefs, man, congratulations. Nice try, Frisco. Nice try. Appreciate y'all coming in all that.
Good game.
Yeah.
Yeah, good game. Yeah, good game.
How much did you win?
It ain't good when you lose, though.
How much did you win?
Oh, don't worry about that shit.
You tried to slip that in.
How many figures?
5.
Oh, all right.
That ain't bad.
How was the Super Bowl party at your house last night?
Oh, yeah, great time.
What went
Junior.
down? What went down?
Junior.
Oh, tell you
Yeah,
something.
we'll be talking about that.
Yeah, we'll
all
tell you
day.
about all that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But, beautiful. Disney World for adults.
At Steve's house, it's Disney World for
adults.
Pizza Junior.
What?
Hey, man, we had a good-ass time. My driver, Cliff, was there. My stage manager from Family Feud, Terrell Johnson, was there. And my co-host, Junior, was there. Three of my favorite
Man, we had a
people
good time.
was there. Tommy couldn't make it. He was in Houston, but that's what I had at the house, man. And a couple of the girls got mad because they didn't get invited. Tanya and Jennifer got mad. I can't have no women in my damn house.
Coming up at 32 minutes after the hour,
Go Chiefs!
we'll have some church complaints right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now for church complaints. It is Monday. Deacon Def Jam, Reverend Motown.
Oh, where's my music?
Where's the music? What's going on?
There it is.
Cicero was in the bathroom, and I saw him running down the aisle feverishly, and he's here now. Thank you. We are gathered here today on this bi-curious, most obligatory type of way.
Yeah.
We sympathetically sit here in a more posturous indemnification to discuss our complaints as a church. Now, we indemnify along with the willingness to glorify by merely justify.
Yeah.
With an occasional simplify. I broke that down in very easy words right there. All that as a conglomeration of posteriousness that promotes perpetuity in a way that no one ever really knows that. So such a language, a control of language is amazing. Go ahead, Deacon Jeff Jam, with church complaints.
Well, I hate to start it this way, but the congregation seems to have an issue with you. Yesterday at church, what? I don't understand. You had a barbecue grill out back, and you going in and out of the sanctuary, doing half the sermon, then going back out there checking on food. This was just a disrespect to the congregation that you did this yesterday. And I know that it was the big game and all of that, but all this, right in the middle of the sermon, going back out, coming back in, going back out.
See, I was preparing the ribs and chicken for the game later on that evening. You know, y'all saints need to get up on what's really happening. Church folks is the reason that the game now come on at 6 o'clock at night so we can have church service.
Yeah.
Church folk vote that in right there. Catholics, Protestant, Methodist, Baptist, Holiness, Pentecostal. Yeah. Everybody voted that. Because we was tired as men sitting up in here, Super Bowl start 2 o'clock, we still in service.
Yeah. Well,
now I got to get the meat right for the game at night. Wayne, I'll smoke my wing. My wings on there for 3 hours. Yeah. And I had them ribs on. I was doing 6-hour smokes and everything. I got to go out there and turn my meat. Now, anybody got a problem with that, you know.
But how could you be in the middle of a sermon, though, Pastor, and then just cut it off and go out there and flip meat and come back and pick up?
No. See, that's where you're wrong, Deacon. I didn't cut it off. I stopped it.
Oh.
I had break points in the sermon. Did you not see the offering tray going around 3-4 times?
Yes, Pastor.
Well, while the tray was going around, I was outside. I was double downing on my duty, see?
Double. Okay, Pastor.
Okay,
if you see it that way.
Yeah.
So you know how I see it, how it is.
All right, I'm going to keep it moving. We do have an issue that is taking place. Sister Carmen Leonard is in mourning. She lost her pet pig, Pinky. Pinky has passed away Friday evening. He was 12 years old. She's asking if you could preach the funeral. But me, I'm more concerned if you can put that on the pit. But that's just me. That's a sidebar.
Well,
but anyway.
Well, here's an announcement. Pinky had a wonderful life, and Pinky's life was complete because on Sunday, just yesterday, Super Bowl, that was out there. Me and Pinky was out there. We were celebrating Pinky's life as a celebration. And Pinky gave. He gave his life.
It was a service.
Yeah. Pinky wasn't no regular pig.
Come on.
Pinky was a Super Bowl pig.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Pinky, baby backs.
Yeah.
Honey cut, center cut, slabs, all that. Pinky, and also Pinky, we got enough from Pinky. Pinky gonna be a ham for Easter.
Come on, Pinky.
Come on, Pinky.
Put it in the freezer.
Oh, Pinky.
All right. Crazy. What else we got here, Pastor? Well, the congregation is a little concerned. Puff Daddy is supposed to be visiting our church this coming Sunday. And the members are asking if you would please refrain from saying, touch 3 people. Please don't say that. They're just asking that you don't say that. Touch your neighbor. We just asking that you don't do that. By the way, he wants to take you shopping for some robes.
Church is for the sick.
Yeah.
Church is for the sick. So all are welcome to come and be healed, ask for forgiveness and divine intervention.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Now, we have a whole row set up for puppies.
A whole row.
A couple of deacons will be sitting on each side of them. That's all I have to say. Okay. But he is welcome in the house of Jackpot Joint of Jerusalem. Of course, we allow folks. I remember R. Kelly had come at one point.
I remember that.
And,
I remember that.
You know, it's a church we had to let him on in, you know. We had to let him on in, you know. Nothing we could do. We can't stop people from coming serving him.
Yeah.
That's all I can say about that.
Yeah.
But I do want to say this about prayer. Sometimes when you pray, you must remember that sometimes the answer is no.
Yes, it is.
So
yes, it is.
That's your answer?
That's it.
Well, you see where he at. So sometimes.
Well, let me ask you this, because it's been brought to our attention that you are you using some of the money to go to All-Star Weekend? We've been hearing that you've been putting a trip together or something.
Well, you've never seen me at the NBA All-Star game, not since Magic Johnson quit going.
Okay.
Yeah, I used to go with Magic because it was magical.
All right, coming up next, it is Ask the CLO with our Chief Love Officer, Steve Harvey. You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Coming up at the top of the hour in entertainment news, we've got all of the Super Bowl highlights. The fans were off the chain in Vegas. Vegas was lit all weekend, okay? And of course, Usher, baby, and the halftime show. Special guest highlight of Sunday night. That's all at the top of the hour. But right now, it is time to Ask the CLO. Chief Love Officer Steve Harvey. Tawana in St. Louis says, I'm 37 years old and my fiance is bisexual, so my dad isn't participating in the wedding. I'm so upset that my fiance shared that information with my dad and my dad shared it with my uncle. Why are they acting like it's the end of the world?
Well, I think they're a little worried about your happiness. I think that's all it is to it. I mean, look, for a man to marry you, I'm just going to say this point blank like this. It's hard when you got to watch everybody.
It's hard. Huh? Say it again?
When you got to watch everybody.
What do you mean?
It's one thing for you to keep an eye on the women, but you got to keep an eye on the women and the men now. Can't nobody talk to your husband. Nobody. Everybody in your husband's face is a threat. He just double threat. He double down. Hey, Robert, that's a nice suit. Thank you, baby. Okay, see right there.
Yeah, why you?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on to Glow in PG County. Glow says, my husband was hospitalized 2 months. And when he started feeling better, he wanted me to hook him up. He hadn't had a real bath, so I couldn't do it. He said my rejecting him was worse than his accident. Is he being dramatic? Was I wrong?
Yeah. If that I can tell you right now, that rejection wasn't bad as that accident. You were down for 2 months, dog. I don't know what happened in that accident, but all you had to do was take a bath. She'd have hooked you up. That's all you had to do. Take a bath. That's a reasonable request.
Yeah.
Clean yourself. Freshen up. One bath. You ain't got to rinse off, do it again. Just one good bath. One good shower, thorough washing everywhere. Let's wash, take that rag, throw it away, and then we could have had it. Damn, dog.
Let's watch.
So no, she was not wrong, Glow.
Hell no.
The cleanliness is everything. Sorry.
Ain't nobody doing all that.
I was watching the movie over the weekend with Vikings in it, and this dude and this girl was finna go at it. He asked her to take a bath because she had been on the ship for 2 months and had just got off the ship, and he saw, but he wanted her to take a bath.
Yeah. So
you're on the ship, you can't take a bath.
Right. She wasn't rejecting her husband. She was rejecting the nasty, the dirt.
She was rejecting what was on her husband.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
It's not you I don't want. It's that stuff that's on you.
Uh-huh. Okay, Angel in Macon writes that I fell asleep while I was boiling eggs and burned them. The house was smelly for 2 days, and my husband was so mad he took the knobs off the stove. He thinks I was drunk, but I had smoked a lot of weed off that day. Is it best to tell him the truth?
You couldn't cook around here,
do what you want to do, but see, this ain't. Let me tell you something. It ain't just these eggs.
It's been going on.
That's the straw that broke the camel's back. It ain't just this man ain't took these knobs off this stove just cause no egg. One time, you have messed up a lot of food. He tired of you wasting food. Y'all going grocery shopping, and then y'all can't eat half what y'all in shopping. I'm going to take your knobs off this damn stove. I've never heard of that before. I've never heard of that.
That's extreme.
You can't cook at all.
Yeah.
Shirley, has that ever happened to you?
No. Oh, no.
I knew it was coming. No.
The shade of it all.
The knobs,
Shirley.
no.
Anybody ever took knobs off your stove?
No.
But he was so serious with his answer. And Shirley.
I knew he was
You got to ask somebody that got experience with this knob.
Anyway. So should she
Shirley,
tell
let
him
me
that
ask you something.
What?
You think Tommy can cook better than you?
You're asking me that?
Yeah.
I've never really had any of his cooking. Really. I know he cooks all the time. Maybe.
Did you hear what you just said? He cooks all the time.
Yeah.
Something.
Has
you
Jackie
don't
ever
do.
taken the knobs off the stove?
No.
Well, how come when Monica was over your house, your oven had all the cardboard still in it? Because it
The
had never
papers
been
and
used.
stuff.
Because
You still had the instructions in your oven. That says
I like
a
the
lot.
way it looked. I liked it being new and clean and looking pretty. Why spoil it?
What's in your cabinet,
Why
Shirley?
spoil it
Shoes and
with
stuff. What's in
food?
your cabinet? Because it ain't no dishes.
In the kitchen.
That's what's in the oven. Shoes.
People do put shoes in their oven. All right, moving on. Do you have any advice? Should she tell her husband that she smokes weed?
No.
CLO.
I don't care what she do. Yeah.
Because she's saying that's why the eggs burned.
Because
Not
she
because
smoked
she
weed.
can't cook.
Listen to me. This is not the first time. You can blame it on the weed if you want to. Your ass can't cook. He took the knives off this stuff.
That's a telltale
You need to
sign.
quit cooking and smoking weed. That's my advice.
And she was drinking.
All right.
Didn't she say she was drinking?
Yeah.
We'll take that. All right, last one, Steve. Teresa in Nashville says, my boyfriend and I were having dinner and a guy ran up to open my car door for me. He was not a valet guy, so my boyfriend was very nasty to him. I thought the young guy was being polite. My boyfriend says, I don't get it. What did I miss?
Well, first of all, the number one question is, if you opening your girl's door, then it won't be no little dude be able to open your girl's door for. I don't understand how you're not opening your girl's door when you get through with dinner. I don't understand why ladies accept that. Listen to me. Your man should open your door for you. Your man should make sure you're in the car before he get in the car. Your man should pump the gas at the gas station. Your man should open the door for you when y'all enter the restaurant, the store, or the mall. Your man should walk you on the inside of the curtain. All this stuff is what your man should do. And now he mad because some little young dude that showed him up. Now, the young dude need to be careful doing that because everybody ain't going to take it that way. Somebody going to really be offended like you hitting on him. But maybe he was just trying to open the door for the lady. So you got to be careful out there nowadays. But I think the thing about it is I think you need to question your man. That's why he don't open your car doors.
But Steve, would you agree that a lot of young men don't know that? They haven't been taught that? Like you were back in the day?
This one young dude did. And I agree with you 100%. Mm-hmm. It's not a taught behavior anymore.
Right.
But ladies, you can teach a man how you want to be treated. Nobody can teach a man how to treat them better than the woman can. Because all you have to do is do not accept bad behavior.
Right.
And the moment you don't accept it, we got to quit dishing it out.
All right.
True that.
All right, thank you,
all
CLO.
right. A lot of young men don't get it right, but we got to start. We got to get back to that now.
Yeah. Coming up at the top of the hour, Super Bowl 58 recap right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys, let's just get right to it. The Super Bowl.
Woo, child.
The Super Bowl or the Usher Bowl. Whatever.
I'm exhausted. Oh, Lord.
Whoa, wow.
Yes. Yes.
I was
I don't know
Good
how I
game.
came in here.
I was party,
The
Steve.
game was nothing in the beginning.
No, not
I
at
was
all.
just sitting here going,
Second half was.
this is the worst Super Bowl thus far I've ever seen. Then that damn Usher.
Yes. Oh. Come on.
Now he started off in that grass. I said, man, why ain't you build a stage, dog?
Yeah.
Get up on the stage. Let them see you ain't gonna be able to dance in this grass. And I was wondering what's in, and then the sound was a little bit off in the very beginning. The sound was a little bit off.
Little low. It was a little
Yeah.
Couldn't really hear him.
Yeah.
But I don't know. But somebody got cussed out somewhere.
You know that for sure. Somebody got cussed out for sure.
Oh yeah.
And then
Boy. And then Lord have mercy.
have mercy.
You
Oh,
found out
my
why that
God.
boy was a star.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Then
sir.
Alicia Keys kicked in.
Did you see that red baby grand piano in that dress? Oh, Lord. Yes. Yes.
When she stood up.
Yes, Lord.
Yes,
I
Lord.
said, all right now,
Yes,
Alicia.
Lord.
It's all right now,
Hell with this
Alicia.
thing.
What'd you say, Steve? What?
It's all right now, Alicia.
You just left that A
You
off.
ain't never said it
Alicia.
before.
Yes. Beautiful.
I was really surprised because there was no clue that there would be other people. I didn't get it.
Nah.
Oh, yeah.
He dropped a little hints of special
Yeah,
guests.
they were throwing hints for sure.
Yeah.
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 Well, I didn't watch none of the Super Bowl hype, so I probably.
Okay.
But I didn't get. I didn't know nobody was coming.
A little bit of that
And-
Magic City came out now. A little bit of that Magic City.
ATL Georgia. ATL.
Yeah.
And he roller skated, Steve. He roller skated.
Man, I teared up.
Did you?
Yeah. When he roller skated, see, I used to skate, man. I mean, I really could skate. Blue Goose,
Me too.
twice a week.
Skate. Yes.
I could skate, but I just, and then I seen the little skinny bishop that be skating all the time. The little skinny, bow-legged bishop that be skating all
Yeah,
the time.
on social media. Yeah.
Yeah, and I thought about,
And then,
lacing them up. I had some, I had black skates with black pom-poms on them.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
But yeah,
But
he's just,
Usher.
then I thought about when I
Oh, my
fall.
God.
Yeah.
If you fail.
And then you woke up. Then you said, oh,
Put these down.
I only have one question.
what?
What's that?
What did Jermaine Dupri have on?
Yes. That is
Everybody
the
was
number
talking
one
about
question
that.
this morning.
I thought
Super
he was
Monday.
a little Dutch boy on the can of paint.
with the
I
shorts.
said, because he looked like two things to me: Dutch boy on the can of paint, and remember the little white boy inside Buster Brown shoes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. We're telling our age. Yes.
Really, Steve? That's
But hold
funny.
on, though.
And then
Then I
Little
had
Baby.
one more thing. One more thing.
What you
He
got?
reminded me of the first time I saw Michael Jackson's son in the trailer. Because Michael had his kids dressed up like Hansel and Gretel.
Prince.
I remember you saying that.
Yeah.
That's all I wanted to say.
What
Luda
about
Spro.
her?
Luda Spro was good.
Ludacris. Yeah.
Luda.
Yes.
Yeah, Luda
Luda.
came out there. Yep. Luda, Lil Jon.
Lil Jon.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. And her. Baby.
Oh, yeah, her on the guitar.
Oh, yeah.
Her on the guitar
I
was
screamed.
great.
Because she's
Yeah.
straight fire. Oh, it was just so good. Best halftime show
Oh,
ever.
it was just
Not ever.
everything.
Not ever, nah. No, don't say ever.
I can say
Well, if she could say that, yeah.
Yeah.
Say my dad.
Ever?
Yeah.
Ever.
It was
No.
great, though.
It was
It was
good.
good. It wasn't no ever.
And he,
good.
yeah. I
enjoyed
thought it was excellent. I thought it was good. And I might agree with you, Carla. Ever.
Ever? No, y'all must have missed.
We can say
y'all
we
must,
did
y'all
say
must
that
have
out
missed
loud.
something.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I said that out of my mouth. Mhm.
Did you?
Yeah.
What did he say at the end? I bought A to the world. I bought the world to the A. What did he say?
From the A
He
to
said,
the world.
which one did he say?
Yeah.
Go ahead,
From
Junior.
the A to the world.
The A to the world, yeah.
Yeah.
But we got to say this too. Shout out to Usher. Jackson State University.
That's what that was.
Sonic boom on that field, performing with him, the band, the drum line, all of that. Yeah, that
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
big.
Yeah.
That was
Which
big.
Which outfit? That was great. That was great, too. Which outfit did you like best, Steve? What he opened up with or when he changed?
Oh, I'm coming out in
blue
that
and white?
purple.
That cream.
When I'm sitting in that chair, damn that purple, all that blue. I don't care nothing about them space suits. I don't damn that. That
Purple
white.
fly.
Yes.
Yes.
Woo, I wanted that white. I was trying to figure out where I saw it at.
Space suits.
Man, I wore that white one. Oh, come on, boy.
Now, Tommy,
That's what I'd have wore to the Super Bowl if Detroit had have been in it.
you had your
Just
outfit.
like that.
Hell,
Usher stole your gear.
man.
It was so good, though. And
was
his
so
dancing. Oh, my God. Just,
Everything.
fly.
Everything.
Hold up, man.
What's up?
Usher took his shirt off.
Yeah.
Oh.
I said, hold up, Usher.
Yeah.
Got up in that jail. Let him go.
It was so good. It was just
so
so
good.
good.
Now, Tommy, did I see some Kappas on stage?
Did you see them boys up there?
Yeah, okay. Kappas.
All right. Coming up at 20 minutes after the hour, we'll talk about some of your favorite Super Bowl commercials right after this.
Did not drop that cane at all. At all.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys. So let's talk about our favorite commercials. You guys see the commercials. Which one did you like?
Kansas City Chiefs are the world champions. We got to say that again.
Yes, congratulations.
Yes.
I told y'all,
think
you
it was
just
the
can't
Usher is
bet
too.
that boy. You cannot bet against that boy.
Yeah.
He just on some
Oh,
other.
Mahomes, yeah.
Yeah.
A minute 34, that's it, game.
That's a lifetime.
Move the ball.
Overtime. They got it done. Yeah. All right.
What was some of your, Steve, which one did you like? Commercials.
I ain't like none of the commercials.
You didn't?
I only
You like
like
the
one,
donuts?
I think.
Dunkin' Donuts was funny.
With Ben
Dunkin' Donuts
Affleck
good.
and J-Lo and
Dunkin'
Tom
Donut.
Brady.
And them old ladies on them
Yeah,
bubble
the
wrap.
Doritos. Yeah.
Yeah, but that,
Yeah.
the Dunkin' Donut thing was kind of cool.
The boy band
Yeah.
that they put together.
Matt
about
Davis
the,
said it's hard to be your friend right now.
Yeah.
What about the BMW with Christopher Walken and
Usher.
with Usher? I love that one.
I thought
That was
that
good.
was pretty good.
Yeah, I love that one.
Well, hello, Verizon, Beyonce.
Beyonce, that's right.
Shutting the internet
Uh-huh.
down.
Break
That
the
was
internet.
big. Teasing her 2 singles, dropping a country album.
Yeah.
You better do that. Do that. B.
What other ones, Steve, did you like?
Let me see.
No,
You
I
said
just
you didn't
told
like
you.
any of them.
You ain't like
any
none of
of them.
What about Arnold?
I couldn't
State
remember.
Farm. Neighbor. Good.
No, now that one,
That
that was a good one.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
That was a good one. Let me see.
And we
Neighbor.
know now that a new Planet of the Apes movie is coming out.
That
For all
looked
of you
good.
Planet of the Apes fans, Kingdom of the Planet of
Well,
the Apes.
I did like that E-Trade, them babies playing pickleball.
Oh, yes.
Pickleball.
Yes, pickleball. Yes, that was a good one. That was a really good one.
Good one.
Coors with
You know,
LL Cool J on the train.
Yeah, on the train. That was cute.
Mhm.
What else? What other
Okay.
commercials? Let me see. Can't just remember.
T-Mobile.
I was
with
saying I didn't
Jason
like
Oh,
them, but
T-Mobile.
some of them was all right. I
Yeah.
Mhm.
wasn't really.
You was
I
into the
guess
game.
I was so mad at half.
Wasn't enough points up.
that damn game. I was going, what is going on here, man?
You were bored.
So the Junior was at my house.
Yeah, man, we had a great time. Man.
So what happened over
What
there,
you all
Junior?
eat?
Oh, it had everything. Hot dogs, burgers, sliders, everything.
Did he get mad when the game went into overtime, Junior? Because he's trying to kick you out the
No,
house.
we trying to see who gonna win this. No.
Oh, you know how you
Till
do.
the end.
But right when that clock hit 0, yes, we had to go.
So
he-
Well, hey, it wasn't my fault now. Hold up. Somebody got a text.
Oh,
Hey, you ain't gonna blame that on me. Somebody had to go. I ain't saying what happened.
Yeah.
I ain't never seen nobody leave that fast.
All right, guys.
Hey.
Coming up at 34 minutes after the hour, Sister Odell will be joining us right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Hey, Sister Odell, can you hang on for a moment? I have to tell the Steve Harvey Nation about this week's sweepstakes real quick. Maybe you can help me. I don't know. This is for the Steve Harvey Nation. Like I said, we've teamed up with Resorts World Las Vegas to give away a 2-night romantic getaway to Las Vegas. This romantic getaway includes round-trip coach airfare and a 2-night hotel stay at Resorts World Las Vegas, 2 passes to Awana Spa, and dinner for 2 at Fuhu Las Vegas for contemporary Asian cuisine. You can enter now and get rules at SteveHarveyFM.com. It is sponsored by Resorts World Las Vegas. That's SteveHarveyFM.com for all the info. All right, now back to you, Sister Odell. And good morning, by the way.
No, don't try to come in and sweet talk me. Put all that little Las Vegas in for stuff on in front of a Christian. You're sitting up in here and you're cutting into my time messing around with this Las Vegas thing when I could have been on here saving souls and everything.
Okay.
Now do it again and see what happens, Steve. You're going to be more respectful of me. Because, you know, Shirley, I've been treating you real good lately. But we can get back to what we was now.
Okay. All right. I don't know what you're talking about, Sister Odell, but I just
know exactly what I'm talking about.
Calm it down, okay? Breathe.
Anybody cutting into
pray.
Your Go ahead.
Speaking of Vegas, I wanted to say, did you catch the Super Bowl Soulful Celebration? It was on CBS Saturday night. Earth, Wind and Fire performed. Kirk Franklin, Mary, Robin Thicke. It was a soulful celebration, like I said. Cedric the Entertainer and Tashina Arnold hosted. It paid tribute to the outstanding NFL players for their contributions on and off the field. And they had a players' choir and everything that was outstanding.
Yeah, I missed. I didn't see that.
Oh, you didn't?
Didn't see it. Didn't even know what was going on. Players choir. You mean with players?
Ma'am. It was all NFL players. Yes, ma'am. All NFL
wonderful.
Players singing.
That's wonderful. That's cute.
Well, did you see the Super Bowl then? Did you see that?
Of course I seen the Super Bowl. I ain't never missed a Super Bowl. Steve don't miss Super Bowl.
But you're Sister Odell.
You're not Steve, though.
Yeah, you're Sister Odell.
Yeah.
Y'all go just play that stupid?
I thought we were acting.
You just gonna pull the curtain off.
We is acting, but if Steve seen the Super Bowl, then I seen it.
Oh, okay.
I saw the Super Bowl and everything. I enjoyed the game. You know, I don't be involved like Steve. Steve is sinful. He bets and everything. Smokes cigars. He do everything you ain't supposed to do at the Super Bowl.
Yeah, he had a party. He had a Super Bowl party at his house.
Junior was there. Junior, Cliff, Terrell. You know, just up in there, just cussing. I wasn't allowed to come out, but I was there. But then Earl Ottenham was there. Roscoe Wallace was there. Pastor Motown was there. Me and Pastor Motown was sitting in the corner. Then he started hollering too, and I went, Lord Jesus. Yes, Carly.
Well, Sister Odell, did you see Pimpin'? Did you see him at the Super Bowl party?
Whoa, Lord Jesus. What his outfit had on. Pimpin' had on a maxi coat. You know, they don't make them no more. Coat that go down to the floor. He had on a maxi. A whole coat was made out of old Super Bowl tickets.
Yes, ma'am. Did you and Pimpin' talk? Did y'all talk?
You know, I don't talk to pimps, you know.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Okay.
So I
Did you
just
try to save him? You could have tried to save him.
He spoke. He's unsavable. He's
I've never heard
this
that
one.
I've never heard that before, Sister.
He's not savable by me. I'm not gonna sit up and waste no time talking to him. Plus, I can't stand the clothes he be wearing. It's just too flashy.
Sister Odell, that's a little judgy. That's a little judgy, don't you think? You judge him by his outfits and he's unsavable.
Oh, okay. Well, you call it like you want to call it, you know.
But, you know.
And watch yourself, Carly, because you ain't no missionary, so you need to be
I didn't say I was, Sister Odell.
Everybody can get some of this smoke today.
What about Usher, Sister Odell?
Yeah, that boy clown, didn't he?
Yes.
Usher, boy, I'm telling you, his granddaddy, Ticket Taker would have been proud of him. I'll tell you that right now. Ticket Taker would probably up in heaven just a glowing.
All right. Thank you, Sister Odell. Coming up next.
I knew his great-great-great-grandfather, too.
What was his name?
Head count.
Raymond. Head count Raymond.
He would go to the theater and count the heads and then go back and tell the white man how many people's actually in there.
Prank phone call with the nephew right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at about 4 minutes after the hour, it's my strawberry letter for today, and the subject is, he can light the candle, but can't keep it lit. We'll get into that and find out what that's all about in just a few. But right now, it is time for the nephew and today's prank phone call. What you got for us, Neff?
We're going to do a little delivering today, Shirley. I will be Perkins in the next few seconds here. I will be Perkins. And this right here is edible fruit delivery. Edible fruit delivery. You guys have gotten those before, right? With all the fruit in it.
Yes.
Nice little layout right there. So I am going to just be as ignorant as I possibly can.
Ooh.
And, yeah, it's Monday morning. It's right after Super Bowl. I got to go and get my stupid back. Let's get it cracking up in here. Edible fruit delivery. Cat dog, if you would.
Hello, storage. How can I help you?
Hi, I'm trying to find Chad.
He's not in right now. How can I help you?
Okay. All right. I'm sorry, man. What's your name?
Who is this?
My name is Perkins. I actually have a delivery, edible fruit delivery for Chad, and I'm trying to make sure I got the address and everything correct.
Oh, well, who's it from?
I think it's from you. Your name is, what's your name again?
Davina. I didn't order any edible arrangements.
Okay. It's for Valentine's. Let me see.
Yeah, that definitely must be a mistake. You sure it wasn't Chad ordered some edible arrangements for me? I think that might make some sense.
Oh, it's for Chad. Okay, here it is. Who sent this? Miss Dorita. Dorita.
Oh, no. That's not me at all. I'm Davina, and that doesn't make any sense why she would send anything. Right. I'm Chad's
your name
wife.
is Davina, but the name
that's a totally different person.
Okay, so do you know Dorita Clark? Who is that?
Oh, that's not someone I associate with personally. That's Chad's ex-wife, and that doesn't make any sense for her to be sending us anything. So you don't even have to.
Well, I don't think she sent us. If she didn't send it. She sent this to Chad. She didn't send it to you.
Okay, well, I'm just going to let you know we don't need that delivery. So thank you anyway. You can go ahead and you can keep that for yourself. We're all set.
Hold on, Miss. I'll make sure I say the right name. Miss Davina.
Don't worry. Don't worry too much about that.
If I don't make my deliveries, I don't get paid. I have to deliver this edible fruit, man.
Okay,
I have to deliver.
This doesn't make any sense. So now I'll just discard it myself if you need to bring it. But I'm sure
I have to bring it. But let me ask you something. I mean, this lady. I'm not trying to pry into anything, but I mean, have you bought him anything for Valentine's?
No, I haven't. But I have plenty of time to get him something for Valentine's.
But the ex-wife done bought something. That don't make sense to me. Why haven't you bought anything for your husband?
All right. I don't think you need to worry about what I get from my man or what I don't get from my husband, all right? That's none of your concern.
Well, evidently this other lady, Miss Dorita, is concerned about making sure he gets something.
I'm sorry. Who am I speaking to?
My name is Perkins.
Okay, and I already told you we don't need no delivery. I don't need you asking me questions about
my told you
my marriage or anything else.
To get paid.
All right. Well, let me tell you, I'm not going to fight with you on the phone. We're not going to be two fools here arguing. I'm all set. We don't need anything. What?
No, You don't need to know when, Mr.
You don't need to be questioning me about what I do or don't do for my husband. That's absolutely none of your business.
I need to know when Mr. Chad is going to be there. So Mr. Chad might want.
Don't worry so much about Chad. This is our family business. Family business, and I'm his wife. Do you understand what that means? I'm his wife.
I understand that, but evidently his ex-wife wants him to have this fruit.
You are really pissing me off.
Chad, and I'm not finna come deliver nothing to you, and you gonna throw it away. This is Chad's fruit basket.
And did she send you? Did Dorita send you specifically?
I
just want to understand what the hell is going on, because you seem really invested in my husband's ex-wife. I don't even understand why, but it's going to piss me off, so I want some answers.
And you used the right word. You're not invested in Chad. Why haven't you bought anything for Chad? His ex-wife is buying fruit.
Perkins, I'm going to need you to speak to your manager, because I'm getting real upset right now, and you don't want no problems with me. So why don't you hand over your manager the phone, and we're going to settle this, me and your manager, and I don't want to ever see you, because I don't even know what I'm going to do. I've been so disrespected on this phone call right now. Ruin my whole damn day. So why don't you pass your manager the phone?
I'm not finna put you on the phone with my manager and I lose my job.
You're going to have to put me on the phone with your manager. You don't have to put me. I'm going to call back. I'm going to make sure you get fired for disrespecting me.
You taking your anger out on the ex-wife and you taking it out on me. The anger that you have for her, you taking it out on me. That's what you're doing.
No, I'm taking out the disrespect that you keep laying on top of me like you don't know how to talk to somebody. I don't understand how you have this job calling me, disrespecting me like this.
All I'm saying is the lady want Chad to have this fruit basket.
And that's none of your business. None of your business. So like I said, give your manager the phone because I'm see to it that you're fired.
Okay. All right. Can you hold on for a minute?
Yeah, I can hold on. Go ahead.
Hey, Tom, this is the man's wife. She don't want me to deliver the stuff because the ex-wife is who sent it to him. And she don't want me to make
serious?
So now she got attitude and she cussing at me and I've been talking crazy to her and I haven't. They get the bouquet of stuff is for him, the fruit basket.
I need you to just give your manager the phone. If that's enough explaining, I'm going to tell him what happened.
Hello?
I need just to put the phone over. Hello?
Who am I speaking with, please?
Hi, my name is Davina, and I need to talk to you about your customer service delivery person, whatever he is. I have been so disrespected on the phone. I've never been met with such hostility on the phone before. At this point, I just want to put this behind me. I just want you to make sure you speak to him, penalize him if he doesn't understand what he just did. But
I will definitely reprimand him for that.
Yeah, and I don't want him making no delivery. Not to my place of business. I'm here on Friday all day. I don't need any delivery.
So you don't want him to make the delivery, but can I ask you a question?
Don't make the delivery. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, I can't take it. Listen, this is nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. All right, your husband Chad got me to prank phone call you.
I'm sorry. What?
This is nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Your husband Chad got me to prank phone call you.
Oh my God! I can't even believe this. Are you serious?
Me and your husband Chad got you, girl.
Wow! I'm so stressed. I'm gonna kill my husband.
Let me ask you something. What's the baddest, and I mean the baddest radio show in the land?
The Steve Harvey Morning Show, for sure.
And there you have it.
Yeah.
Stupid on Monday morning.
Stupid.
Bright and early. With that stupid. Hey, I want to give a shout out, man. I had a good time this past Friday. I hosted a step show for the AKAs. It was the North Atlantic Regional Conference. North Atlantic Regional Conference. They call it NARC. For the AKAs. I almost forgot how to say that. Well, anyway, North Atlantic Regional Conference.
Nice. I want to commend you because I know you end up at all these AK events because your wife is an AKA. So it's really honorable what you have to do for your wife. I know good hell well. You don't want to be at them damn step shows all that time, but you got to. You be a good husband, dog. I don't want to take my hat off to you. Yeah. Lord,
well, I did it. I did it. We had a good time, man. We had a good time. Met a lady that pledged in 1949, Steve. 1949.
Wow.
Pledged AKA. So think about that. If she pledged in 1949, woo, she probably was born in what? Maybe let's just say 29 right in there. That's 90 plus at least. 90 plus years old, still healthy, still looking good, still strong.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful.
Beautiful, man.
Tommy, you a honeydew, Tommy. Oh, man.
At least, man. At least. Comedy Zone, Greensboro, North Carolina. I'm going to say two things to you. Whole weekend, sold out. It's gone. I'm coming. 23, 24, 25. The nephew coming to town, Greensboro, North Carolina.
All right, nephew, thank you. Coming up next, it is a strawberry letter for today, and the subject is he can light the candle, but can't keep it lit. All right, you got that? He can light the candle, but can't keep it lit.
Yeah.
We'll get into it. Find out what that's all about right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now for today's Strawberry Letter. And if you need advice on work, relationships, parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to steveharveyfm.com by clicking Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here, right now. And you never know, it could be yours.
It could be yours. Buckle up and hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is. Strawberry Letter.
All right, thank you, nephew. Subject, he can light the candle, but can't keep it lit. Dear Stephen Shirley, I'm a Christian woman and new to dating. I was married for 22 years and my husband divorced me in 2022. I've dated men at church and men that my friends hook me up with. I'm very traditional, so I like to be courted. I want my doors opened and I want my man to order for me. And when we're on a date, I also like passionate lovemaking and refuse to settle for wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, in the bedroom. I met a handsome younger man online and his profile said he loves older women. We've had a great time getting to know each other. Then he kept pressing me to take the relationship to the next level so we could see if we're really compatible. I don't know why he rushed things because he has troubles in that area. He can light the candle, but it doesn't stay lit for very long. The first time he was embarrassed and he jumped up and left my house in a hurry. I told him that maybe it was just stage fright, but the other 3 times the same thing happened. Then for the 4th try, we did a lot of pre-gaming and he couldn't hold up through that. I asked if he's attracted to me, and he assured me that he is. I'm in good shape and I look good naked. I don't want to throw him away just because he can't last past 2 minutes. I also don't want to seem desperate and let him think it's okay. Be quiet that he's being passed. That he's being pleased and I'm not. I usually can go to my pastor for advice on anything, but I'm not comfortable asking him about this. What's wrong with the wick of his candle? Well, before we get into that, 2 things I quickly want to point out. After 22 years of marriage, I'm sure you're used to things being a certain way in the bedroom, so please try not to compare other men with your ex and what you guys had going on. 2, you never mentioned why your husband divorced you. I would think that's vital information. But moving on, I was going to say it doesn't sound like this new younger man is attracted to you at all. But you said he assured you that he was attracted to you. So if he is attracted to you, what's the problem? What is the problem? It sounds like he has some sort of medical problem like ED or something. That could be why he's single and on a dating site. He's bad in bed. He doesn't know how to please you or any other woman because he gets too excited every time every time you guys do it. And you don't have to keep doing this, okay? You don't, to make him think it's okay. You can stop right now. You're 2 grown people. You have to address this. The question is it physical? Is it mental? Is it just plain lack of skill? Or is he lying about being attracted to you? If one of these is the case, can it be fixed? And you're right. I would not take this to the pastor. He might scold you about Christians fornicating in the first place, and I know you don't want to hear that. Steve?
I don't know if you all will recall, but I've said on several occasions when a letter pops up, I don't know nothing about this, or I ain't going to be able to help you. But just nod on the Zoom if you've heard me say that. Just nod on the Zoom. Okay. Shirley, this was the perfect time for you to say that. This is the perfect time for you to say that. You don't know nothing about this letter.
I am trying to help her, though.
Brave attempt.
Thank you.
No information. You need to talk to a man. See, the question is, he can light the candle, but he can't keep it lit. If you don't have a candle, you ain't going to be able to handle this question right here. I happen to have a candle. I have a candle. I got the wick. I done had it lit. My whole life been a candle. I had a candle burn on both ends and the middle too. I know all about candle work. So now I'm going to take you and show you really what the real deal is with this whole letter. You're a Christian woman, new to dating, married 22 years, your husband divorced you in 2022. You ain't see the correlation? I figured he got it together. I've been married 22 years, it's 2022. That's a sign from God to get out. That's why they got divorced. See, Shirley, you missed that right there. They've been married 22 years. He divorced her in 2022. You ain't see the sign. That's a sign from God. 22, right? 22.
The 22 and the 20. Yeah,
that's an angel number, 2222.
Just go on.
Should have looked it up. It's in the number book, too. If you have a dream and you see 2222, it's a number you're supposed to play. So now, you got that out the way. I've dated men at the church, and men my friends hooked me up with. I'm traditional, so I like to be courted. I want my doors open, order on the date. I like passionate love making and refuse to settle for wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, in the bedroom. So I know you're a Christian, but you out there, you wilding a little bit because you've been on a bunch of dates. And it's okay. Just remember the number we should be talking about is just 3. But it sounds like you've tried a whole lot of other stuff in this letter. I met a handsome younger man online, said he like older women. Pressed you about a relationship. Then he wanted to go to the next level, see if y'all was compatible. You say, I don't know why he rushed things, because he has trouble in this area. He can light the candle, but it doesn't stay lit very long. What that means is he's ready for the occasion, but he can't last the entire time. 2 things, several things. He loses interest midway. It ain't what it was when it started.
Hang on, Steve. We'll have part 2 of your response.
He has inadequate blood flow.
Hang on.
We'll
have part 2 of your response coming up at 23 minutes after the hour. Today's subject, he can light the candle but can't keep it lit. We'll get back into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Come on, Steve. Let's recap today's Strawberry Letter. The subject is he can light the candle but can't keep it lit.
Lady been married 22 years. Her husband divorced her in 2022. He took the 22 years of marriage. He took the year 2022 and saw that as a sign from God to get out. So then you started dating men at the church, people that your friends hooked you up with, and you met this young dude online, said he like older women, so you tried him. You don't go for that wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. And you all were having a good time getting to know each other, and then he wanted to press to get physical, take it to the next level. You said, I don't know why he rushed things because he has trouble in that area. So here comes the letter. He can light the candle, but it does not stay lit for a long time. Here is the problem. I will tell you what it is right now. If it don't stay lit for the duration, it is because of a couple of things, several things. It's not what it was in the beginning. That's one. You have blood flow issues, and some men just can't sustain for throughout. That's the problem. But now let me help you. The first time he was embarrassed, he jumped up and left my house in a hurry. I told him maybe it was just stage fright. Shut up. What the hell are you talking about stage fright? That ain't even what stage fright is. So that was an ignorant analogy of what you thought was wrong.
Are you mad at her?
You could put... Well, I'm mad at you too, Shirley. You can put that with everything else Shirley said about what she thought it was. You can put stage fright right on over there in Shirley's reply. Because Shirley thought that was good too. It ain't. But the other 3 times, the same thing happened. Then for the 4th time, we did try a lot of pre-gaming, and he couldn't hold up through that. Too much. Now, let me tell you something. If a man has trouble lasting, what you can't do is take all the lasting time and put it in pre-game.
2 minutes?
I had a trainer. Nobody in this letter said nothing about... Listen to me, Shirley. You had your turn to answer the letter, and you didn't.
Yeah, but you brought me into your answer, so go ahead.
Shirley, you don't have a candle. I told you that. Let somebody talk that's got a candle and got an old-ass candle, too. Let somebody talk that know about this.
Have at it.
I got a 67-year-old candle. Damn it, let me share you something with you so you can learn yourself something. So now... The 4th time he did a lot of you can't do pre-gaming. You already have trouble lasting. Now you gonna lose it all in the pre-game show.
Yeah,
it's over.
See, that's why before the football game, they out there doing certain stretches. Ain't nobody running up 100-yard dashes. You got to save all that.
Yeah.
They do leg exercises, warm up, hip flexors and stuff like that. That's what you should have did. You should have just been in there talking, eating chips and stuff. Taking your little pills, grinding them up, sprinkling on top of tapioca and stuff like that. So you get some extra in your system.
Tapioca.
I'm just telling you some tricks, fellas. If you cut them, don't take the whole pill. Crunch it up, let that powder dissolve, and then put it in food and swallow it. It enters your blood system a lot faster. I'm just trying to help you. Sometimes you ain't got no hour. They don't take the pill an hour before. No, crunch it up, put it under your tongue.
Chew it.
Right to the damn blood. So I'm talking about you ain't got to wait. Ta-da! You there. See that swallowing it, you got to get in, got to melt, crunch it up, put it under your damn tongue, and watch the magic show. Now the candle has a thing. And then you can't just follow the instructions. Sometimes your little problem is more severe. Sometimes you need 1.5 tablets. Sometimes you need to take the tablet in the morning and then 2 hours before, not an hour. You got to get it in your system. Damn. Listen to somebody got a candle.
Yeah.
Now.
Got a candle.
And then that didn't last for the pregame. I asked if he was attracted to me. He assured me that he is. I'm in good shape and I look good naked. Well, you know, everybody look good naked when they first take their clothes off.
What?
Not everybody look good naked.
Everybody look good when you first take your clothes off because it's like a wild moment. But then after you lay there, you start discovering, oh, hell. Ain't what I thought it was, you know. Yeah, a lot of stuff when you lay down, it run. A lot of stuff when you lay flat, it run. You know, everything. It's different when it's stand up, lay down, it run. So now, I don't want to throw him away just because he can't last past 2 minutes. I also don't want to seem desperate and let him think it's okay that he's being pleased and I'm not. Well, he gonna have to do some other things, see. He gonna have to he have to get some help. Yeah. He got to come up in there. He got to learn some other things. Because the little candle he got ain't working. Now, you never said how old you was, but his little candle ain't working good. Now, I can usually go to my pastor for advice. Don't take this in there to your pastor. He going to end up trying to help you out. He a man, too. Don't take that in there to the pastor. What's wrong with the wick in his candle? Well, the cord is damaged. The cord in the candle, the wick is damaged.
Leave your comments.
Bad boy, been with you 60 years. You've been in there just
on today's Strawberry Letter.
It's been on tour. You done had it all over the place. You've been all over the country with it.
On
Hell,
Instagram.
Whoa out. He's tired.
Steve Harvey FM. And check us out on the Strawberry Letter podcast. It's on the free iHeartRadio app where free never sounded so good. Coming up next, it is Junior with Sports Talk. Would you
Sometimes
stop?
it's the wax around the candle. It ain't got nothing to do with the wick.
Right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now for Junior and Sports Talk. What you got, Junior? Like, we don't know, right?
Yeah. Let's just say congratulations to the Kansas City Chiefs, man.
Yeah.
Pulled out 25-22.
Oh, Junior, you was at my house cheering for Frisco.
I was cheering for a good game. You know, and let's be honest.
You changing it.
No, I ain't changing it. I just said it was a good game. You know, it was a good game. You know, like you said, it was slow in the beginning, but it picked up, you know, and let's just say Brock Purdy played a good game too, man. I mean, let's get a 49ers credit. They put up a good game. They showed up. You know, but Patrick Mahomes named MVP again in the Super Bowl. And it's like you said, it's just hard to bet against him, man. He just know what he's doing. He started running the ball a lot. Especially when that 4th and 1. He picked it up in overtime to keep the drive going. And, you know, I still think that blocked extra point made a difference, man. If they would have got that, I think the 49ers could have won. But, you know, I just wanted to be a good game. So we had a good game, had a good halftime show. Super Bowl 58 didn't disappoint. Can't be mad.
No.
Can't be
One
mad.
for the books. No.
Yeah. But yeah, you would like to see 49ers win. Cause you know, come on, man. What you gonna do with Patrick Mahomes? Did this solidify his legacy now? Like, does he have to beat Tom Brady at Super Bowls, or this just does it for him?
He gonna get it. I think he gonna get it. Eventually.
Yeah,
on his way.
Yeah, he on his way. 3 right now. 3 in 5 years.
I mean, he done won 3 in 5 years. What we talking about? Look, man.
We on the way to Goatville.
Yeah, I will tell you something I told one of my boys the other day. First of all, I've seen every single Super Bowl that there is. I've never missed a single Super Bowl in my life. Seen all 58 of them. Praise God for that.
Amen.
I have seen Johnny Unitas, Dan Marino, Joe Namath. I've seen Brian Sipe. I've seen the Cardiac Kids, Tom Brady, Joe Montana. I've seen Steve Young, Archie Manning. I've seen them all. I ain't seen this boy before. Patrick Mahomes, I ain't seen him. No, man, I have not seen him. This dude got ice water in his veins. He ain't nothing to play with, man.
No.
This dude is serious.
And he thanked the Lord when he finished. I love that. He gave God the glory.
Man, give him all the glory.
Man, he got a nice little family and everything. Now, Travis Kelce, crazy.
Yeah.
Did you see him
on the podium?
He on one all at the game, at the halftime, he on that just, he's something wrong. He crazy. You got to fight for your right. Hey, man. The party.
Man, did you see Travis Kelce jump on his head coach, man?
Yes.
He told me, give me the ball. Give me the ball.
Yeah.
So did.
Almost knocked him down.
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you something now. They was playing D now.
Yeah.
Frisco they had a game plan.
They did. It was a great Super
They
Bowl.
just didn't know Patrick was coming.
All right. Thank you, Junior. Coming up at the top of the hour, a guy picked the wrong twin and he wants a do-over and some advice from you, Steve. We'll get into that right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
This is from Akbar in Lexington. Akbar says, I had a wild night with twins, and one of them was a lot more experienced than the other one. I decided to ask one of them out on a date. They're identical twins, so I chose the one with the biggest butt. I think I've chosen the wrong one because this one is really lazy in bed. She said she doesn't get excited unless another female is involved, and I don't want to keep having threesomes with her. I want her twin sister. I'm pretty sure she's the one that had me drooling. Since the twin I chose isn't putting forth much effort when we do have sex, do I owe her an explanation when I dump her for her sister? I am young and in the military, so please don't judge me, Unc.
Yeah, dog, that ain't how you do this. That ain't how you do this. She said she don't get excited unless it's another woman. So who you think the other woman need to be? Her sister. Get her sister back in the room and then ask her sister out separately.
Oh, and
say what now?
He done had both of them already. One of them was way more experienced than the other one. His stupid ass didn't know how to keep track of it, and he picked the one with the biggest butt. Now she laying there like a lump on the log, and it was the other one. So what? And then he talked to her about it. She said she don't get excited unless another woman in the room. So now bring the sister back in the room, and when y'all get through, make sure you identify the sister, and then ask the sister out.
I'm trying to figure out why one twin's ass is bigger than the other. I'm trying to figure that part out. I don't understand that.
Are they identical?
Evidently, the booties ain't identical, evidently.
What is happening today?
Maybe she eats more. All right, so that's your
Brother,
answer.
this ain't
All right.
really a problem you got, so we really don't care.
Yeah. Moving on to this one. We have time for another one, Steve. This one's from Kim in Saginaw. Kim says, if you were at a hotel bar having drinks and your dad's girlfriend gets off the elevator and she didn't see you, would you ask her what she was doing at the hotel? Or would you tell your dad so he could ask her himself? Or, third option, would you mind your own business?
C, mind your damn business.
Why don't you think he should tell his dad?
She could have been in a meeting room upstairs, anything. Now you just starting some mess. It ain't your business. It's your daddy's girlfriend. It ain't your daddy's wife.
Right. Okay, so you're telling Kim not to say anything. Just let it go.
C, mind your
business. Okay.
It was at nighttime when she got off the hotel. It still doesn't
Your
matter.
daddy could have been upstairs asleep.
Ooh.
Yeah.
She didn't think of that. Kim didn't think of that.
No.
Okay. All right, so let it go.
Daddy, where you at?
Yeah.
Call Daddy.
Yeah.
What would Dad have?
I've been a lot of meetings at night.
Okay.
All right.
Okie dokie.
What do you think her dad would say, though, if she brought it to him?
Ooh. I don't know. You know, they might have that type of relationship. I don't know.
Daddy, I saw your girl last night at the hotel while I was having
Where?
drinks. At the hotel where we were having drinks.
What hotel, baby?
The hotel. You know, the little fly boutique one down the street. That's where,
She was down there?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You sure it was
didn't-
her?
Yeah, I saw her, but she didn't see me.
Hey, hello, Penelope?
That's her name.
Yeah. My daughter said she saw you last night at the hotel. Oh, okay. All right. Penelope. She said she wasn't at no hotel last night.
Oh, okay.
You sure that was her?
Yeah,
Yes.
I know it was her. Yeah. She got on the elevator. I don't know what floor she went to, but I know her. So you just gonna take her word for it, Daddy?
Well, I damn sure don't feel like taking your word for it.
Okay. Well, there it is. There you go, Daddy.
You just
All
like
right.
your mama, always accusing somebody.
You want to see the video from my phone?
We'll have more of the
Well,
Steve
you got
Harvey
a
Morning
video
Show.
now. That's why me and your mama ain't mad right now. They got video.
Coming up in 20 minutes after the hour, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Brace yourselves, everybody, because the all-new Freaknik documentary has now a release date, okay? I know you thought they had forgotten about it, but nope. Hulu's Freaknik, The Wildest Party Never Told, will premiere on March 23rd on Hulu. Freaknik began in the mid-80s.
Here come your grandmama. Here come
In
your
Atlanta.
grandmama. You finna
In a
see her.
bikini.
So many mothers of the church nervous right now.
You know, it's a big spring break picnic. You know what Freaknik is all about. For HBCU students, by the 90s, Freaknik grew to include parties, concerts, career fairs, more, which created excessive traffic, a lot of violence, public safety issues. Freaknik ended in the early 2000s. March 23rd.
Career fairs. I never knew.
I just heard wild parties.
There'll be some looks on Sunday.
Traffic.
Sister Johnson, was that you on 85?
Exactly, Junior.
Sister Carol, that was a girl in a convertible standing up. You ever been in a convertible barefoot?
Well, baby, everybody has a past, you know. I wasn't always Sister Carol.
Well, your past on TV now.
March 23rd. The greatest part, wildest party never told. All right, we'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Coming up at 33 minutes after the hour, we'll play a round of Would You Rather right after
Would you
this.
rather?
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now for a round of Would You Rather. This is the Valentine's edition, guys. Would you rather a bubble bath, champagne, and cuddling, or a shower and sex?
B.
What? Valentine's Day.
Shirley, you said
way
shower
I'm
and
giving
sex. That's what it's about, ain't it?
There's no way we get
Yeah.
Ain't no way in the world we getting in the bubble bath, get this champagne, and then we cuddling, and then what's supposed to happen after that? Because the bath didn't tire me out. I'll tell you that.
It refreshed you. All right. Would you rather sexy lingerie and candles, or just nakedness and darkness?
B.
Hey. I
I
like
want
that.
that A. Yeah.
I won't be.
Oh, okay.
The lingerie and them candles. Yeah.
Man, it's all I'll be on the floor in a minute.
I like
You're in a hurry.
You're in a hurry. I ain't in a
What is
hurry.
happening, Junior?
Well, y'all don't live over
This
here.
don't happen that often, Junior.
Yeah, it don't.
Slow it down.
B.
B. He's
Yeah.
B on
I got to
everything.
get to it.
I like light. I don't like total darkness. I don't.
Yeah. Okay. You got a C. All right. Would you rather 5 dozen roses or a huge edible arrangement?
B.
Come on,
Now he hungry.
Junior, all your responses have been B's today, okay?
Yeah,
I just want
okay.
you to know that.
Well, switch it to A and watch me say it. But B. I need to get to it.
Steve?
Roses or edibles?
Well, I don't want no roses.
Okay.
If you don't ever give me flowers, I don't care. I'm not a flower.
Yeah.
But I got to give them, though. Lord.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Would you rather, sweet like Cupid with bow and arrow, or would you rather be flirty like Pepe Le Pew?
B.
B. Come on.
Hell yeah.
You better be B.
It was cold.
Dog, I'm finna be that little black skunk. I'm not finna be a little white baby with the diaper on with the bow and arrow. I'm not finna be that. I'm not finna be the little white baby.
Peppy was fly.
No.
You try Pepe Le Pew, that little swallow.
Oh, my teddy.
Yeah, man, he was on it.
He was thinking.
He was on it, though.
Dude right there couldn't tell him nothing.
He was on it.
He's a little stanky dude.
Oh, you running from Pepe Le Pew. That's okay. You want me to chase you? That's fine with me. I'm coming. Pepe was on it, boy. What?
All right, last one. Would you guys rather be smothered in milk chocolate or covered with whipped cream?
I don't want to be smothered.
B, come on, B. Come on, B.
B. I'm with Junior now, B.
B, put this whipped cream on me. Come on.
All right, so let's review. Steve,
Ooh,
you
that's
said
sticky.
what? Would you
Ooh,
say,
that's sticky.
Steve? Chocolate or whipped
I can't
cream?
have that chocolate. Skip that.
So
That's
you
gonna
be-
a preposition. Yeah, you're gonna be discovering that chocolate weeks later,
Okay, Junior, you're all
and you ain't gonna think it's chocolate after a while.
All right.
Coming up next, last break of the day, and we'll close out the show with the one and only Steve Harvey right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys, here we are. Last break of the day on this day after the Super Bowl. Steve,
Yeah.
any words of advice, any closing remarks?
You know, I've noticed of late that some of my closing remarks have been getting posted on different places, and they're taking clips of what I'm saying and put it in and try to make it look like I'm saying certain things. Most of it, I'm really clear about what I'm saying. But for clarity, just let me help you understand something. What I am hoping for and always wanting is the best for us as a people. I will always be that way. I have always been that way. That will never change. I have always tried to be inspirational. I've always tried to be a motivating type person. I've always been a person who was willing to share all of his experiences, good or bad, and share with you the things I've learned from the things that I've done, experienced, and gone through. And that's how I'll be. When you see me in my closing remarks, what I'm trying to do is encourage somebody, because I know somebody needs encouragement. Because a big part of why I am today is because somebody encouraged me. It's because I found along the way a little tidbit, a little jewel, a gem of information that flipped it for me. You know, James Brown said it best one time. He said, I don't want nobody to give me nothing. Just open up the door, I'll get it myself. And I just try to show people the things that you can do, that you can control, that can better yourself. Now, what better way to do that than to use examples of myself? Because if I'm not going to say nothing, if I'm never going to tell you that something was wrong with me, if I'm not going to ever tell you that I was down, if I'm not going to ever share with you that I've made mistakes, what good am I talking to you? You know, people kill me always pointing out what's wrong with everybody else. You got ministers doing that now. I see them online all the time, just pointing the finger at somebody else. Man, what about you, bro? What did you do? Where you at? How did you get to be righteous? Because you ain't been that way your whole life. You just could not have been. You know, they say when you get saved, God got to save you from something. I've just never had a problem with telling people what he changed me from. Now, in sharing with people what God has brought you through or allowed you to overcome, the danger of that is there are people who will use it against you. And all of us has experienced that. How many times has somebody in your life tried to bring up your past to make that your current? Don't let them do that. Don't let your past transgressions determine who you are today. And I got news for you. Everybody that's talking about everybody else's past transgressions, where is that? You see, when you see these people getting on these shows talking about everybody else, have you ever talked about what you did wrong? What was your hand in it? Because I tell you this over and over and over and over, and it's not going to change because you want to say it a different way. We are a sum total of our thoughts. We are all where we are because we thought ourselves to this way. We thought ourselves in this position. And if you're going to sit up there and keep blaming somebody else for your position, you will forever remain in that position. Because you have to take accountability for the things that you can control. And the one thing you can control is you. You can control yourself, and you can control your thoughts. So why don't you get to doing that? It ain't nobody's fault why you ain't doing well. It ain't nobody's fault why you ain't where you want to be. It ain't nobody's fault but yours. Yours. All the failures in my life, I can point directly at my hand in it. Every mistake I've ever made in my life, I can point to a decision I made that brought that about. All of them. I'm on my third marriage. I know it was my fault. You don't hear me on here blaming nobody. It was my fault. I got myself in that position. I did it. I made the mistake. I ain't no here telling you what the other people did and what caused. No. I always tell you what I did. I've always said it's my fault. I got married the first time I was too young to be anybody's husband. I've said that over and over. Second time, I made the wrong decision. I did some things that brought about. That's what I did. If you don't do that, you can't grow. You cannot grow blaming other people. Bishop Jake said it best. You can't drive your car looking in the rearview mirror. You can't keep complaining about the same thing over and over and over. You got to change your narrative. What was your role in it? If somebody made you a promise, the person that made you the promise wasn't the Lord, what you tripping because they didn't keep their end of the deal? That ain't God. Now, if God don't keep his end of the deal, you have a legitimate complaint. Only thing about it is God do everything he said he gonna do. But if you got everybody else the fault why you ain't where you want to be, bruh, it's something wrong with you. And if you're gonna sit up somewhere and everything you say is negative about somebody else, what about you? See, I'll let you talk about me negative if you tell me what's negative about you. I'll let you do that. That's a fair exchange. But the only way I'm going to let you do that is if you come to me like a man and talk to me in my face. Don't be a coward and go somewhere in the confines of your little podcast or a radio show or a little personalized interview. Come to me like a man. You got a problem with me? Come to me like a man. Say it to me. And then we can work through it. And I promise you, I had a skill set to apologize to you if I did something wrong to you. But if you sitting up there and you got to just watch people that's always talking about the same narrative, y'all. Always admit your hand in it, because you can change that, you can prove that, and you can grow from that, and you can move on from that. Those are my closing remarks. God willing, we'll see y'all tomorrow. Y'all have a great day.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.